constraints off of keepers. Okay, so if you didn't watch them, I have a video one over how to teach all the components of the keepers. I have another video talking about the scheme, good, bad, all that kind of things. The scheme video, I'm a little negative, right? So keepers were not good on the big sample size I had. These constraints, so talking leak and then talking hiccup, okay, at the corner post, do make me think, okay, maybe it is worth it at that level to run. Now, we're going to talk about leak first and then hiccup. The good thing is they're both only good against man coverage. Man free, that is it, right? So it's easier to think in your mind. So what is leak? So leak is off of a keeper, right? Same rules, we're keeping to the right here. Outside receivers, no different. You're a low cross, you're a pylon. Running back will be the same, all that kind of thing. You will have to add another guy in protection, so you'll lose your flat element. I have a video talking about all the different outside zone protections to go look at. And then finally, you have your leaker, or whatever you call it. Okay, so what is leak? He's gonna sell cutoff to the hash basically, and then end up running his rail down the sidelines. This is only good against man, right? Because you have to lose. The whole object is for them to lose eyes on the leak guy, right? Trigger, play their gaps, all that kind of stuff, and you hit something behind them. Teams that try to run it and don't can it, they run the zone issues because of how they're running the crosser backside. They're running the crosser different. You're a low cross, you're a pylon. Running back will be the same, all that kind of thing. You will have to add another guy in protection, so you'll lose your flat element. I have a video talking about all the different outside zone protections to go look at. And then finally, you have your leaker, or whatever you call it. Okay, so what is leak? He's gonna sell cutoff to the hash basically, and then end up running his rail down the sidelines. This is only good against man, right? Because you have to lose. The whole object is for them to lose eyes on the leak guy, right? Trigger, play their gaps, all that kind of stuff, and you hit something behind them. Teams that try to run it and don't can it, they run the zone issues because of how they're running the crosser backside. They're running the crosser so shallow, then zone, the corner can drop them, and you're sitting right there for the leak. So if you want to run it only against man, you can run it that way. If you want to make it a little bit more all-purpose and change kind of rules, it'd be much better to run him on a post. That's a shitty post. A post to clear out that corner. So two different options depending on if you want to change that rule from his keeper rules. So looking at this one, this is a great one because you make it even harder to keep eyes on with the fake Fumblerooski or whatever you want to call it. It's from this year. The guru himself, Ben Johnson. Okay, great look at what we're trying to accomplish. We only want it against man. Make it even harder with the whole fake Fumblerooski thing. So freaking great variation here. This is a great one. Tight end stays. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go to the end zone. See protection. Q's get it set up. Right. See, we're all good. We like it because we see clear and obvious man. If it was zone, who knows what it would be on. Okay, but you see the can right there. Or the anti-can, making sure confirming we are good. And then Q's get it set up C-gap at 10. You obviously lose your flat. Okay, tight end. Your wing here has to stay in. See on the outside number. Okay, and fire his ass off. Great look at it. Same thing here, we're shifting, we see man, everybody runs with it, we're good, beautiful, keep it on. So I like this one a little bit more, quite honestly, because if it is zone, you take care of yourself by running the single on some sort of clear out post, right, because you drain that corner anyways. So it ends up being just like a super deep post crosser leaky type thing. It's a freaking hose of a throw too. All right, so super specific what we're attacking, but really, really good against that thing. So you could run it. So here, you could tag, if you run post crosser, you could tag whatever you call that play with like a leak tag, right? Because everybody else is running post crosser. You clear out post. You have your dig backside. And instead of your traditional high cross, he's just running a leak. Great way to do it as well. Okay, so two different ways. You can tag it off keepers. You can tag it off post crosser. I prefer to tag it off post crosser for the corner issue up there. Makes it a little bit more versatile. One more look. Don't remember. So they did this one off keeper. We don't get the guided trigger as much, right? So it ends up just being a one-on-one rail, which is not a terrible situation to be in. We're pretty solid in protection, right? We have a big 8-man pro here with the receiver sealing the edge. Love it. That's what we're doing. We're clearing everything out. This is a one-man route. Ends up being really good coverage here, but we'll see what we're trying to accomplish. So Hiccup is the same thing. So this is 100% off keeper. Okay, so everybody's running keeper. Same thing though, you'll probably lose your flat to keep him in protection. But instead of your pylon runner, he's got to nod the pylon and run a corner post. Sorry, I had it the wrong way. So this is why I say it's only good against man. Look at the corner back here. Boy, Q's way too wide. This is gonna make this throw just hellacious. I still say set up in the seat, get by 10. We're showing, right? We're showing flow. We have enough that looks like keeper there. We can set up right there. We don't have to keep drifting. So this is exactly my issue in running it against zone. This is a man play only because you need the corner to lock onto that crosshair, okay, not drop it because he's able now to cut the corner post, pylon post, whatever you want to call it. See the protection though? Got Juwan Jennings coming across, sealing the outside. Outside number of the DN, tough down for a receiver, okay, but fine for a tight end. Love it against man. Look at all that space to win, okay? It ends up being kind of just like a far pylon route. We're gonna nod near pylon and then win the race to the far pylon. QB can flatten you like he does here if he wants to. But the angle is to run to the far pylon. Once again, this is pretty much a one-man route as well. Much better where the Q is. C gap at 10, right? He'll be just on the hat. Beautiful. Perfect look where the Q should be. C gap at 10, set up. Great protection look. God, George Kittle battles his ass off. Look at this from the end zone. 8-man pro again. We're selling outside zone, which for my money, outside zone play action is the best play action even to set up with. Right, UT actually does some good stuff off of it. Great freaking throw. Another look in the man free, where we want it. Everybody's running the same keeper rules. You lose your flat component, right? Flat component stays in, outside number of the D end. Q drifts too far again for me, okay, but once again, Matt Stafford has a hellacious arm. And we see just all that space. Running the pylon, Q can flatten you if he wants. It's a freaking throw and a half. Great coverage. But better throw. Hall of Famer. One more look. Beautiful route. Beautiful landmarks. Shitty throw. Good protection. Good setup point. Perfect. All right, one more, okay. Oh, okay, so this is not Hiccup. So this is a fake crosser. I get sacked here. But this is, we're showing keeper to the right. Everybody's running keeper rules. I think we 8-man pro it. The pylon stays on. And now your low crosser is faking low cross to a point. I really haven't said this play enough to tell you the exact landmarks of when he transitioned now to a far pylon. This is a play that is not that popular. But same thing, you want it against man, right? Because you want that corner to clamp on like he does. I'm going to do this on the fly. He's showing low crosser to the ball at 10. Sounds good enough. And then he's running a far pylon. Forgot I had this on there, quite honestly. I made this a while ago. But also another great man play. Right? They think they know what's coming, and boom, hit it off the back door on them. So, a couple different options. Off keepers. I know I kind of shit on keepers in the past. The constraints off them, though, are very interesting. Very, very explosive. Very productive. And probably worth doing.